Yo, what's going on, you guys? Your boy Pony Montana, and in this video we are going to be going over passing tips for Madden 22. This might be a longer video than usual, even though some of the videos are kind of long, but we're going to be going over a bunch of tips that you guys can utilize if you guys want to become elite passers in Madden 22. Now, this is geared more towards beginners to like the intermediate players. If you guys want me to bring back the series that I used to do back in the day, the basics, for those of you guys who are brand new to the game, let me know down in the comment section below, because I know that there's a lot of us that are just picking up Madden, and if this channel can help you guys out, I would love to be that guy to actually help you guys out. Now, before I get into the video, if you guys are new to the channel, do not forget to hit that subscribe button, like the video, comment down below, and anything you guys would like to see. You guys already know the whole spiel. Follow me on all socials. They are down in the description below. Now, we are going to be going over some passing tips to make you guys better passers in Madden. Simple. And one of the most important tips this year, in my opinion, is the ability to touch pass. Touch pass in a lot of different Maddens were pretty much almost useless. They pretty much didn't have a place in Madden, and the reason for that is because a lot of touch passes, they ended up being either picked off by a better defensive player. They were lobbed too short. But this year, the touch pass is something that a lot of people can utilize. Now, I'm going in the coaching settings just to just to find out who the fastest receiver on my team is right now. And the fastest is KJ Hamler. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to substitute KJ Hamler in for Cortland Sutton, however you pronounce that guy's name. I'm going to call timeout. I'm going to hop right back into the play. And the reason why touch passes are so important in this year's game is because if you got somebody who is man pressed up all the way up to the field, you're gonna have the ability to bomb them over the top. This is something that you're gonna be able to do if you see that your man has a step on that person. Now, mind you, you are gonna want to pass that a little bit earlier, depending on the throw power of your quarterback. Teddy Bridgewater's throw power clearly isn't that high. We are playing on all Madden, so typically they can make that throw. But as you can see how fast Hamler is, as soon as you see that he's getting a step on him, he's getting the step on him, you can bomb over the top. And the best passes this year are kind of with touch passes, because those are the type of passes that you beat man coverage with in any game. And in this game, you could beat man, you could beat zone, you could beat whatever coverage it is. Now, mind you only want to throw these when you're throwing streaks or just trying to dart straight to the middle. If you're trying to throw in between defenders, this is not something that you guys are going to want to do. This is only for streaks on the sideline of the field, or a streak. Like, streaks are pretty much where you're going to want to throw this. If you see that your guy is getting a little step on the person, you're going to want to touch pass that if you're throwing over the top. Now, the touch pass, all you have to do is press the button. That is it. So I'm gonna do it against Hamler. Do it with Hamler one more time, because I know that he's the fastest. And as soon as you see that guy get a little bit of, seeing that he's speeding up past that defender, you know you're gonna be able to just touch past that. Now, mind you, if they have a safety over the top, you're not gonna want to do this. But let me show the replay one more time. If you see that a person is just outrunning the coverage that quickly, you're gonna want to bomb them quick, because obviously you don't want your quarterback's arm to be thrown out. This is a solid, look how deep this pass is. This is from the 20 all the way to the 20. It's a it's an 80-yard pass. No, it's a 60-yard pass. Either way, it's a very deep pass for any quarterback in the game to make. I think I think the max throw power that a quarterback can throw with bazooka is like 75 yards. So a 65-yard pass, and this is a throw that a lot of quarterbacks in the game can make. Touch pass those balls. Super pause. Touch pass, start utilizing it if you guys want to be better at Madden. Next tip to go over, man, is something that a lot of Madden players preach. I preach it. I've gotten a lot better at it, but this year it's a little bit different. Pocket presence. Pocket presence should be everybody's best friend, but in this year's game, it's a little bit different. In this year's game, mobile quarterbacks are going to be the meta this year, simply because previous years you could move up in the pocket and you're good to go, but this year stuff like this happens. So I'm going to show the replay on that. Stuff like this happens where you move up in the pocket, as you should, because a quarterback typically creates a pocket around himself. You move up in the pocket, and this year the sheds on the interior are absolutely insane. So what you guys are going to want to do this year is simply roll out towards one side and move up around the end, not the D tackle. Previous years, last year, the year before that, whatever year it is. Now on current gen, it's a little bit different because you have a little bit more mobility, so you can move up in the pocket. But on next gen, you have to manipulate that outside end. And that's why mobile quarterbacks are going to be key to being very good at this game. And I guarantee you, once an escape artist quarterback comes out, or anybody that's super agile, I'm not talking about Vince Young, or I think they just made a Trey Lance that gets escape artist. I'm talking 90 speed Lamar Jackson type of players. When those players come out, they will be the meta because they will be able to get other abilities to stack on top of having escape artists. But this year, I will make it a more in-depth video on pocket presence, but work on your pocket presence in Madden. That alone will take you to an elite tier player. As you can see, he's just getting dominated. Mind you, we are on all Madden, and I know a lot of people think that we don't play on all Madden, but just to show you guys a little, just to show you, we are always on all Madden when I make my videos, because we want the highest skill level for the CPU, because if it works on all Madden, it's going to work on all pro sometimes. But again, pocket presence, you are going to want to move from one side and manipulate the interior of that D lineman. As you can see, the pocket presence was pretty solid there. We had a good 6 seconds to actually throw the ball, but we're not calling a play here. We're just showcasing a little bit of pocket presence. Again, we were able to do it, but as you can see, the shed in the interior are absolutely insane. Now, next tip that a lot of people do not know in Madden is canceling the drop. Okay, and that wasn't the cancel. I accidentally pressed X. Now, canceling the drop back is something that you guys are going to want to do if you guys are in single back. Yeah, pretty much just like single back or pistol formations. If you want to make your single back be even better than it might already be, running something like this, canceling your drop back. The drop back is where they sit there and they run back, and you don't really have a place to go with that. Now, to cancel your drop back, you press the R2 and L2 button at the same time, and you won't move all the way back. Now, mind you, we are in single back, and I told you the sheds up the middle go crazy in this year's game. I don't know why, but if you can cancel that drop back, you can make a throw a lot quicker than you would be able to if you had to sit there and do like a 5-step drop where they're sitting there and they run back. And we're able to make pretty solid reads even against a cover 2 that's supposed to be guarding stuff that's literally in the middle of the field. So let's run that one more time. Threw it a little too quick. But another huge tip is to cancel your drop back. Okay, and to do that, you just press L2 and R2 at the same time as soon as you hike the ball. And I'm not really getting a deep drop back out of this formation, but let's run it out of shotgun, out of something in shotgun, to see if we can actually get a decent drop back here. So same thing. So you see how I immediately moved up in the pocket a little bit instead of just dropping back. We don't want to drop back because we're just wasting time. So you cancel that drop back by pressing R2 and L2, and then you're able to sit there and move up in the pocket, try to find a solid read to make, and then you're going to be able to make a read. Now, I'm not calling any plays, I'm not making any hot routes, I'm not doing anything crazy, but canceling your drop back is a huge tip for those of you guys that are trying to be better at Madden, that are trying to avoid those pesky blitzers that are sending them like and immediately getting pressure. This is going to be something that you guys are going to want to run, is literally just canceling your drop back. Now, next tip. I said I'm not making any hot routes, but if you are not making 1 to 2 hot routes per play, you are passing wrong. It doesn't matter what play it is. I don't think there's a stock play in this game that is good enough to just run just stock. And I know a lot of beginners run their play stock, but that's not something that you guys should be doing. Running your play stock means that whoever it is that you're playing, if they have an IQ above 10, they're gonna be able to pick up on whatever stock play that is, because EA also had, for some reason they put this in the game where they show you the person's previous play. So if you're running plays completely stock, you're playing Madden wrong. You need to absolutely put hot routes on your field to change the dynamic of a play. That's why a lot of players like having hot route master. If you guys play regs, and you guys play with the Niners, you got Kittle who has extra hot routes. You have Tom Brady who can make anybody on the field have extra hot routes. You have Christian McCaffrey, Alvin Kamara, I think, who they both have like backfield master, where you're able to put the running back on different routes. Hot routing your players and creating your own concepts will help make you a better Madden player, a better passer, especially if you guys are getting in the lab and figuring out different zone drops, different ways to beat certain coverages. Hot routes are the way you do that. There's no stock play in the game where you guys are going to be able to destroy people and just go crazy with it. So even if you're putting a streak on the field, I don't know if you guys watch Mike Skimbo, who is a 3-time belt winner, but he preaches it all the time to always have a streak on the field. And guess what, boys, and the one girl that might watch this video, that's hot route number 1. You should always have a hot route, always. Now, even if you're putting everybody on streaks, once they showcase what play you're gonna have on, even if you're putting everybody on a streak, it's gonna show that I called curl flat play, even though everybody is going on a streak. And this is a cover 2, which means that this play is actually gonna work. And that's it. Now, to hot route, if you guys don't know, again, a lot of this is gonna be for the beginners that play Madden. You press triangle to access. It's going to bring up this screen on the bottom right that says select receiver. Then you're going to press whatever person you want to hot route, and then you press that button. I'm pressing X. It's going to access the tight end routes, and I'm going to put the tight end on a streak. So now the tight end is now on a streak. If you guys want me to go in more depth with hot routes and stuff like that, please let me know down in the comment section, and I'll start back up with the basics videos where I teach, the beginners the absolute basics. So if you see basics in the titles, you guys are gonna know that it's for beginners. You guys don't need to click the video if you see that it's for beginners, unless you guys just want to hit a like, and then I'll be appreciative of that. Now, next tip. Now, aside from hot routing, what's another thing that you guys can do to be better, or to create a better environment for your quarterback? Blocking. Learn to block. Learn to have an extra blocker. Learn to block 7 people. Learn to have just 3 routes out on the field, and make sure that they're crossing each other in ways that a user can't guard it, but man coverage can't guard it either. Always have a delay fade on the field if you are blocking your tight end, because that is going to create an extra route if everything gets jammed up. You're facing a blitzer. You're facing someone who's coming out in nickel blitz nonstop. Boom, 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 boom. What are you going to do? You're going to sit there and just keep taking it on the chin. Boom, boom, boom. Blitz after blitz after blitz after blitz. No, show the person that you're playing that you can block. And if that means that you're IDing the mic, if you think you're IDing the mic, if you think that that this cornerback is blitzing or double teaming this guy because he has some type of an ability, this is going to help you guys become better players in general is having the mindset to sit there and start blocking people that are on the field. Now, to double team or to ID the mic, you press L1, you move the right stick down to double team. As you can see, it brings up this screen on the bottom right. And if they are in the box, if they're in the box on the line, you are going to be able to double team that person. Okay, so right now I'm going to double team this person. Now, mind you, there is something where the double teaming feature is a little bit glitched in Madden, where sometimes the one of the ends up coming in untouched in a couple of the formations, so be wary of that. But again, you are going to want to double team because it also helps with pocket presence. As you've seen there, you're able to sit there and just kind of glide to the side where you're double teaming if you're not expecting a blitz coming. Always double team somebody. It's going to help your game out tremendously. As you can see, look how much time I have in the pocket. A lot of time in the pocket. If they have to send the spy at you, that means that you have a little bit too much time in the pocket to actually, not make a solid throw. To ID the mic, which is different than double teaming somebody. IDing the mic is like you think this person is blitzing and you want the person that you set blocking to actually slide to pick that person up. To ID the mic, you press L1 again, or left bumper, and then you press X or A if you guys are on the Xbox, and then you just move your left stick over to choose who you think is blitzing. Pretty much this you don't have to do every single play, but me personally, I like double teaming somebody every single play because it just makes it gives me a little peace of mind if that person has an ability. So right now, I don't know who it is, but Josh Allen has BOGO, which is buy one get one, which grants a free pass rush move after spending a point. So in my eyes, it's like, oh, he might be able to get the shed real quick. But as you can see, too much pocket presence, and we're able to just sit there and slide to the outside. Now, if we had more of a mobile quarterback, or if we had escape artists, we're able to sit there and just run around and go crazy, go absolutely nuts there. But yeah, it's a huge thing. Knowing blitzes, knowing who to ID, knowing who to double team, knowing everything that's on, pretty much learning blitzes is going to help you guys become better. Simple. Knowing man beating routes is going to help you guys become better. Knowing that a drag is going to beat man coverage most of the time when you're dragging your tight end. Knowing that a motion slant is going to beat man coverage 9 times out of 10 times. Knowing these things is just going to help you guys become better. I can sit there and say, hey man, make sure you guys are taking your underneath routes, but you guys should know that already. Even if you're a beginner and you guys have been watching the channel, you guys know that I stress that you guys take your check downs. I know Throne says life's too short to check down, but when you're playing Madden and you want to play at an elite level, nothing frustrates an opponent more than a 4-minute drive, taking an entire quarter and then ending up with 7 points, all because you sat there taking your check down. Last tip that I'm going to share: play on conservative. I know you guys want to do the fancy moves, you guys want to go crazy and spin move and juke move, but there's nothing more heart-wrenching to anybody than tossing a dot, throwing a laser, and then getting cooked by a safety, a user hit stick, whatever the case may be. I know you guys want to try to get as sticky as possible, going crazy, but it's not worth the turnover that you are going to end up getting by doing such a thing. Now, I don't know if you guys watch the actual MCS, which is the actual big tournaments, but we just had John Beast beat Clef the God after John Beast made him fumble 2 times. Why? Because everybody wants to spin, everybody wants to juke, everybody wants the crazy moves. You're doing that for an extra 5 to 10 yards, and that's about it. That is literally about it. There are going to be rare situations where you're going to be able to sit there and create a nice little sticky move. Shout out to Joff and shout out to Mills. Those guys have possibly some of the best run stick in the game right now, but they're going to end up fumbling out of a game. I guarantee you, because everybody wants to be flashy, everybody wants to go crazy. Right now, we are here to win. If you're not here to win, you're on the wrong channel, because I'm not here to teach that. I'm not here to teach people that want to lose. I'm here to teach people that want to win. And that's going to be my last passing tip. If you guys want me to go in depth with more of the basic stuff, let me know down in the comment section below. I will be dropping a run tip video. We're not going to go over a stick move tutorial yet, but we will in the future. I promise you that will be coming, because there are some glitchy moves that you can do. But if you guys are playing a game that's must win, and you're not trying to just have fun, you're trying to win, take your guy off of balance and put your running on conservative, so you're not sitting there tossing a dime and fumbling the ball. It's one of the most heart-wrenching, frustrating things to deal with. So make sure you guys are doing that. Hopefully these tips can help elevate your game a little bit higher, because that's what I'm here for, to make you guys better Madden players. So my name is Pony Montana. If you guys enjoyed that video, I know I talked a lot, but I had to, because we're trying to get better at the game and we can get better together. But if you guys enjoyed that video, man, make sure you guys are liking the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, comment down below on anything that you guys would like to see, follow me on all socials, and I will see you guys in the next one, man. As always, 2 fingers, deuces, and peace out.